Hey everybody, welcome to a special Summer Game Fest stream. I'm Geoff Keighley, and this week we've got a very special guest joining us from my hometown of Toronto, Canada. It's Maya, the COO of Studio MDHR and the lead inking artist. Maya, great to see you. How's everything?
Things are great. Good to see you too. Yeah, things are good.
Yeah, we always love anything Cuphead related, and we're going to talk in a minute about the Netflix show that we saw a trailer for recently that I got so excited about that. But we wanted to give everyone a few updates on what you guys are up to at MDHR. And of course, I don't think we can talk about anything else before we get the elephant out of the room. Everyone wants to know, how is the DLC development going?
Yeah, it's you're right. I guess we should probably just knock that one out of the park already. But I think this year it kind of just threw everyone for a loop. We're still working hard on it. In true Cuphead fashion, it's taking us a little longer than we thought, but we want to make it a memorable experience. And to be honest, I think that we ultimately probably announced it a little bit too early based on when we actually put pencil to paper. But at the end of the day, we want it to be a fulfilling experience and live up to Cuphead, and it will come out when it's ready.
People saw that teaser trailer, as you said, got very excited about it. Is there anything more you can tell us about it? I mean, you guys obviously have gotten better at making Cuphead games over the years. Is there anything new or different about how it's going to look or feel, or anything you can share?
Yeah, I mean, we did share that little teaser last year, but ultimately we want fans to be surprised by what's coming for them and what's waiting. I can say that we've learned so much from the development of Cuphead, and the whole team has really honed in on their craft, and we've improved things right from design right through to animation. I think one of the things that people can expect is some of our most detailed and complex animations that we've ever done. We're really excited for fans to see it. But other than that, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
All right. Well,
to share
look for
more.
it. I mean, I feel like people say DLC, but to me, it almost feels like it's going to be its own kind of like mini adventure or mini game in a way, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, last year's teaser, we got a glimpse of a couple of new bosses and a new playable character, Miss Chalice, which is not just a new suit that you put on Cuphead or something. She's a totally new character, different movesets and patterns. And you can also go back and play the entire game as Miss Chalice. So it's shaping up to be really cool. We're so excited for people to see it. But we, again, like I said, we want it to be a surprise. And so we're staying a little bit tight-lipped in terms of sharing any more than that.
Well, that's fair. We know it's going to be amazing when you guys bring it out. Everything you guys touch from a quality perspective is always so fantastic. And speaking of that, we got a first look this year at the Cuphead show that you're building in partnership with Netflix. We saw the trailer that came out, or I guess behind the scenes in a way, looking at it. What is it like for you guys? I remember years ago we were talking about the idea of doing Cuphead animated thing, and now Netflix is doing all these animated things. But this was, I know, like something a couple of years ago you guys were starting to work on. What has it been like to translate that into a show with, I mean, talking characters even, right?
I know, it's wild. I mean, I don't even think it does justice to say it wasn't even in our wildest dreams. Like, it's crazy to see it coming, to life right now and really taking form and shape in terms of the progress. But I think the super ironic thing is that we were so heavily inspired by cartoons from the 1930s that we took it and transformed it into a game. And so to see it come full circle now into the medium that inspired us is just silly. Like, it feels crazy. And every time that we meet and we, take a look at the roughs and the episodes and how they're taking shape and form has been surreal.
And you're doing it all, like, it's all hand animated as well?
It is, yeah. So we've, Netflix has partnered with Lighthouse Studios out of Ireland, and they're just nailing it. They are doing digital backgrounds to emulate watercolor paintings. The backgrounds look spectacular. And you mentioned as well last week or a couple weeks ago, actually, we debuted a work in progress video at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival. So there's a lot of details in that episode that you can see behind the scenes and see the team that's working on it. We're so lucky to have, what I think are two of the greatest visionaries and creative people show running this. So we've got Dave Wasson and Cosmo Segerson as the executive producers on it. And they are quirky. They get us. They get what we've done with Cuphead, and transforming it into the show has been very natural for them. They have assembled a team of ultra creative people. And so, yeah, like I said, we've never designed our characters with speaking roles. And so to see them and the team bring life to these characters and add depth and personality has been so cool.
And how is it going to relate to the game? As you said, there are obviously speaking roles now for characters, which is different than the game, but some of the same characters. Like, I don't know how much you can share about the episodes and sort of the structure and canon of it, but where does it live sort of in the Cuphead timeline?
Yeah, I mean, we see Cuphead and Mugman, who are two brothers who really kind of get into it, which really sings true to the game itself. They get themselves into some trouble sometimes. And so Netflix has also taken a lot of the bosses and given them that personality. But there's also new characters that they're putting into these episodes that are like very cool, very complimentary. And we basically just see them in their everyday element and going about getting into trouble. And it's super funny for young kids. We use our own kids as kind of a litmus test for that and see what happens. We push play and they've got belly laughs. So we're like, okay, it's doing well. But it also resonates with adults. And so, you know, I think it's going to speak to a lot of people. And there are little nods to the game in the episodes to keep an eye out for. And yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to share much more than that, but
well, it sounds like if your kids are watching it, it feels like you're pretty far along in development on it, though.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really taking shape and form. They're too young to leak anything, so that's why we're letting them watch it. Nobody else, though.
No, I just like you said, hand animation. You hear of a show like this, imagine how long it's going to take. But yeah, Netflix has done such a great job with some of the animated projects they've been working on. I cannot wait to see that. So yeah, that was, I think, a dream come true for many Cuphead fans. And now you have fans across so many different platforms as the game, has come out beyond just Xbox now on other systems. And I know you brought a little bit of a surprise as well with you today, right?
Yeah, we've prepared a little animated short for fans with some cool news. So take a look.
Stuffing away. What does the cup have to say?
I wanna play. Whoop.
Gather round, hear what I have to say. Happy news I bring to you today. Oh yes, it's here on the PlayStation, dear. Don't you wanna have a hoot?
I do.
So come with me, we'll work assiduously. Now hear this. It's out right now. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's the big news. PlayStation 4 Cuphead, it finally happens.
Yes, we're thrilled to finally be able to share it and get it off our chests. And fans won't have to wait any longer, as it is available and on the PlayStation Store today. And we're so excited to finally be able to share this news and bring it to many more people.
Yeah, no, obviously when you brought it out for Switch, that was a big moment, and now, coming to PlayStation as well, pretty exciting. What was it like? I mean, working on this, getting this done with PlayStation, such a huge global audience for PlayStation. I'm sure it was something you dreamed of one day doing, but it's nice that everything all kind of, I guess, worked out that you can finally do this.
Yes. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we grew up PlayStation fans. We're PlayStation fans to this day, calling back to like the Resident Evils and Vandal Hearts. So it's been something that we've always dreamed of happening and bringing it to the fans. It's so awesome that the Xbox team has been so supportive and empowering us to bring this game to more players. And so we're thankful for their support. Working with the PlayStation team has been incredible to date. We've been welcomed with open arms into that family. And they've done a really great job at helping us keep this a secret until now.
I know it's we weren't expecting this, but I think the thing that I get really excited about is that then when the DLC comes out, I imagine, is it going to be available kind of across all platforms at the same time?
Yes, all platforms day one for sure.
Wow. All right. Well, that's good news to have more Cuphead fans on more platforms. And again, typical Studio MDHR style. You didn't just do a gameplay sizzle. That was like a whole stop. It's like hand animation. Now you're doing stop motion. New song.
Yeah.
I mean, how did this come together? Who made this?
Well, when we finally came to the reality of the fact that we're going to be on the PlayStation console, we immediately, right out of the gate, knew that we wanted the trailer to be stop mo because we're fans of it from the 1930s. We thought this would be a perfect opportunity to dabble in it. And so we partnered with stop motion department based out of Toronto, Ontario, and they killed it. I mean, it's so cool. It's they really went the extra mile to use the same techniques that they did with stop mo from that era in terms of having, hand drawn or drawn out charts. They used metal gauges to record the positioning of the puppets before they moved them between each frame. They filmed with a C-mount lens in order to give it that 30s blown out vintage feel. And it's just, I really think that they did a great job at capturing the look and feel from that era, and we're really happy with it. And I think there's actually on the PlayStation blog today, you can go online and see some of the behind the scenes and making of that trailer as well.
Wow. No, great news. I think people are just excited to see Cuphead stop mo and then get excited about the Netflix series. So again, it's amazing. I think back to when you guys were on stage at the Game Awards, which I don't know, what was it like?
Oh my gosh.
3 years ago, 2 years? I can't remember. And it was just like, what?
Three,
yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Insane to see how this game has continued to, grow as an intellectual property, but just the love of Cuphead and now being on more platforms is great. And I think, as you said, now that the DLC will be out, across pretty much every system now, right? Which is awesome to see that you're going to have Cuphead for all.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Cuphead for all. We've seen or we've heard everybody ask for it, and we're hoping that we can be welcomed into the PlayStation community with open arms.
I'm sure there will be a lot of excited people today, and the fact that it is out today is also a nice surprise. So thanks for sharing the news with us this summer. Definitely something that I think people will want to check out, and we're looking forward to what's next. And I'm sure the team, before we go, should talk a little bit. I mean, your team is already so virtual. I imagine, with the pandemic and everything, you guys have been able to keep working away, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah. We've actually had people reach out to us to be like, okay, we get it now, the whole work from home thing. Tell us your secrets. How do you connect? What software do you guys use? And blah, blah, blah. So it's been, we've been able to help a few companies out in terms of helping them get remote and assemble. So, yeah, we didn't really skip a beat in that sense. I think that, we have quite a few parents on the team, so productivity took a little bit of a hit for a little while there, while everybody kind of scrambled and assembled and tried to figure out what we're all going to do with their kids at home. And we've just really embraced, more chat. Even though we've always been remote, we've realized seeing each other face to face be it virtually right now, has been incredible. And now adding the little kids kind of crawling through the background has been so cute. And yeah, everyone's doing really well.
Yeah. Well, again, we can't wait to see what you have in store for us with the DLC and the Cuphead show.
Very excited.
But today, it's all about Cuphead PS4. It's real. Maya, thanks for joining us to share the update with everybody.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us. And thank you to all the fans again.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Maya, Studio MDHR. And again, Cuphead PS4. Download it and check it out today.